vibe I got was just straight chaos, but like happy chaos.
The Mix is a really tight-knit family that does almost everything with at least one or often more members of the group.
I think I'm kind of like bubbly, and I think the Mix is like, their whole thing is like being really outgoing.
I actually didn't intend to audition, and then I saw the freshman concert. I'm like, this is too much fun. I can't not audition for this.
It's just a very zany group. Like everyone in there has just such a big presence and a big personality, and they're dying to share it with people all the time.
Music is our first priority, but it's socializing with your a cappella family. It's decompressing for 2 hours. It's 2 hours that you can't do homework. You can't go and do these million other things that we as college students have to do.
You get really close with your a cappella group. You don't just sing, you like become a family, as cheesy as it is.
I'm co-presidents with Lauren. We ran together because we're pretty much always together. Lauren and I both will advocate for other members if there's something they need from someone else, whether it's from the pitch or they're having a problem with someone.
That's kind of why I really appreciate that we have two presidents, because we kind of balance each other out.
The role of pitch is making sure arrangements are on point, conducting for the most part, reviewing, giving notes after each time we go through songs before we open it for like discussion for the whole group to give notes.
I don't know, coming from like the arranger's standpoint.
No, we literally have like
I think it can sound way better.
Like that's something that people don't think about a lot in a cappella is like who's arranging these songs. I tell you, it probably takes 6 hours to get a rudimentary arrangement done.
One of our more recent arrangements, sort of as it is written, is really would not sound good when we learned it.
I have noticed, in whether it's my arrangement or someone else's, I kind of have to remind people like, hey, respect the arrangements. There's going to be mistakes, but realize that whoever arranged this put a lot of hours into it. And if you're going to criticize someone's arrangement, make an arrangement first.
The actual leadership positions in the Mix don't necessarily mean that much.
Occasionally, if people kind of second guess our role, it's more because they might think they know better on something.
See, he just kind of riffs out like, stay away from that girl.
Oh, okay.
Stay away from that girl.
When we're doing Keep Away, if you want to do like Keep Away on some notes, I know you know what the chords are just in your ear, so you can just like pick some notes and do what you want. Cool.
There are times that like the Mix makes me want to throw things, and probably times I have thrown things because I've been really annoyed.
So when you have like an a cappella solo, there's obviously kind of maybe two people who get to sing the actual words, and then everyone else has their part in the background.
And then sort of after everyone is gone, they leave the room and we, as a group, start discussing the pros and cons of each. Sometimes it's a very quick discussion. Sometimes it goes on for an hour.
With strong personalities comes some stubbornness sometimes, so people are pretty convinced that what they want to do is the way it should be.
A problem, I feel like, was whenever we would finish a run through of a song, like 4 people would want to give their input.
Maybe you won't last very long.
Yeah, that's my favorite Mix song.
You have something to say, and it's like you can only focus on that. Nothing else really matters.
I get a little flustered in rehearsal when I feel like we're wasting time. Wasting time is my biggest pet peeve.
If I were older, I probably would have like been more comfortable being like, hey, like we should like start rehearsal.
And I have an issue sometimes of kind of stopping someone from finishing their thoughts before they're done because I think that I've heard everything that I need to hear. And something I've learned as a pitch is that I need to have that patience, whether I think I've heard enough or not.
You get passionate about what you think, and I think the Mix is really good about like talking afterwards about that and being like, okay, like we're calm now, we're having fun.
The first 2 weeks, like college kind of sucked, but like once I got into the Mix, like I had 12 instant friends who all like were looking for reasons to like me as opposed to just judging me as like a blank slate.
There was a point that I had to say to the freshmen, I was like, this is not normal. You are not having a normal college experience. Like, the friendships that you have here and the unconditional love that these other 11, 12, 13, whatever it is each year, people will do for you is not normal. And like, never forget that.
I'm pretty confident that at some point I'll be the pitch.